Overflows.
Sound, the existential energy pattern. Sound plays an important role in the process of transformation. Existence is composed of sound energies, so is our being. Classical music is based on geometrical structure. In a way, through music, you are recreating a new inner opening. How far and how deep a music can go in this process cannot be predicted. Creation is a complex geometrical arrangement. For the process of transformation, the master discovers the correct note for you. Through this note, he activates your energy pattern and configuration. This process is initiation. Without a single word, music can bring tears or bliss or waves of love, different moods, feelings, and experiences. Just through musical notes alone, word is mental pattern. It all depends from which note one is starting. For transformation, the master begins from the middle note corresponding to heart chakra of or compassion. Sound is existential. Not only that sound is existential, instead, existence is composed of sound waves. Therefore, wordless music is indeed very significant to a great extent. Indian classical music is sound vibrations that waves in a certain pattern. Sound is existential composition that a musician is simply recreating. When music is arranged in a particular geometrical pattern, then it does not matter who you are. It does not it does not touch your feelings. However, it touches your inner feelings of what you are really, the way creation has happened. There are only three sounds you can utter, and the remaining sounds are various permutations and combinations of these three sounds. Three sounds, these three sounds that can be made without tongue movement are O, U, M. These three sounds are created without the movement of the tongue. O, whereas tongue is based whereas tongue is used to mix these three sounds and produce all other manifestations of sound through permutation and combination. Thus you can create millions of sounds. These three sounds are the cause of the existence and happen or created as stars and planets move. These are basis for fundamental sounds. The entire existence is reverberation. This is science. It is vibration of energy. Remember, where there is vibration, there is bound to be sound. Where there is sound, there is creation. So all these three sounds are a manifestation of these three fundamental sounds. These are known as root sounds. Look at color TV. There are only three color webs, and using these three color webs, every other color can be produced. In the system of music, the first basic sound is and so not only in one language, instead across the world, words are amma, pa, papa, ma are extensions of the first sound that child learned. If you utter these fundamental sounds, different things starts happening within the body. These three sounds naturally exist in the system, while all other sounds you can produce by mixing. While sitting, if you utter this sound, you will notice it carried vibrations right across the body. It starts just about 3/4 of an inch below the navel and takes it right through the body, because this is the only place where the energy system exists. As there is physical body, there is an energy body as well. This energy body comprises of 72,000 nadis, vaguely translated as nerves. These 72,000 nadis meet only at one place, that is just below the navel. This is the maintenance center in the body. It is known as Manipur Chakra in yoga, or solar plexus in English. Even when you were in your mother's womb, your maintenance pipe or the umbilical cord connected right here. So this is the sound ah. If you utter this sound, it spreads across the entire body. These sounds have been identified or ascribed to different forms of divinity. This is Vishnu's sound. He is maintenance, the sustainer among the three forces of the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Brahma is creator, Vishnu is the maintenance, and Shiva is the destroyer. These are three fundamental processes of creation. These are represented by number 786 that Muslims consider as holy. This is also the symbol of creation, maintenance, and destruction, and the deities connected with it: Vishnu, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Sound O is concerned with maintenance, so you are seeking well being. Start with this sound A. There are those who simply do this is humming, sitting down. They are interested in destroying the limitations of who they are. Nothing rises. So the nadis carry the reverberations. If you utter oo, the sound will spread in a certain way. If you utter they spread in a totally different manner. These three sounds are capable of touching all 72,000 nadis. This is something we have done in a limited way, but we can explore this in a very extensive way. For every sound, we can make you conscious as to which part of the body it touches. Which nadi will become active when you utter certain sounds. If you say, what happens in the body? I am using very rudimentary sounds when you are meditating. I say, that is all, because I cannot sing, but I know every sound activates a certain dimension of your inner system. So these three sounds together as various combinations activate the entire system, because these are the three fundamental sounds. All other sounds are manifestations. Experiments have been conducted how all other sounds are created as combinations of these three fundamental sounds. Three instruments creating these three sounds, three instruments creating these three sounds while other instruments mix these sounds, just as like your tongue is doing. It produces every other sound. Sound can be used for well being, for health, by just uttering. When you have a sore throat or anything related to throat or that area, lungs and so, using the sound of humming mm, 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 helps tremendously. With certain ragas, blood pressure will go down. I am not versatile in music, but when I hear a certain raga or a musical composition, I can tell you how it will bring the well-being in you. Different sounds will make you loving or joyful or aggressive. Various sound combinations create healing. When creating this sound or while lying on the back with both palms touching the space just below the navel, it will make you very relaxed as the reverberations will reach the entire body. This is what I suggest each one of you when you are lying down on a back. This posture in yoga is known as savasana, means a posture, death-like posture. Sound not only creates emotions, instead, by chanting, the chemistry of your energy system will create healing. Your health depends on what kind of sound you are exposed to and what kinds of sound you are generating. This is why when you enter a spiritual sadhana, you are asked to remain silent instead of uttering all kinds of ugly sounds. So, classical Indian music is mathematical precision that can recognize which sound can do what. And they have evolved things in such patterns. When all words are dropped, all concepts and theories about God too drop, there is silence, a dancing, an overflowing silence, and out of that silence is born awareness. You can dissolve in this very moment. You can be very happy or sad in this very moment. Existence has given you all options. All you need to do is awaken your consciousness. One day I began the journey floating in the stream of the vast rivers, all alone, traversing along the path now. Infinite small streams are becoming part of this solemn journey. To be detached from the world of duality, conflict, etc., and to be united with totality, the existence is the art of Buddhahood. Because of the events of the past, in the absence of awareness, you feel the pangs of pain and pleasure in future, and thus you go on pushing yourself for all the past happenings in future. Thus you miss the present moment of now here. You are endowed with infinite capabilities, unparalleled intelligence, and quality of self-determination to explore and venture in any field or direction, grow and transform not only your life but that of those who aspire for a life of harmony and bliss. Only you need to take the first step, the rest follows.